The camera industry is buzzing with anticipation, and no single name has captured attention quite like the Sony A7S IV. The original A7S III set the standard for low-light performance in hybrid shooting, and for years, creators have been eagerly awaiting a worthy successor. Now, leaks, whispers from industry insiders, and a handful of early prototype sightings suggest that Sony is preparing something monumental for its S line. The excitement is palpable, and the Sony A7S IV is shaping up to be one of the most significant mirrorless camera releases of 2026. Unlike the predictable refresh cycles of the A7R series, the S line has always operated under a veil of secrecy. Each release comes only when Sony feels it's absolutely necessary to make a leap forward, which is why even the smallest leak about the Sony A7S IV immediately ignites the community. The chatter began in early 2025, when component suppliers hinted at a new low-megapixel sensor boasting dramatically improved dynamic range. This immediately raised questions: would Sony stick to its traditional 12-megapixel philosophy, or slightly increase the resolution to remain competitive? Rumors suggest a sensor somewhere between 12 and 20 megapixels, striking a balance that maintains low-light dominance while offering slightly higher resolution for stills photographers. Video-focused insiders have contributed even more fuel to the fire. Reports indicate Sony is testing advanced thermal management materials, inspired by what appeared in the A1 and A12 prototypes. If true, these innovations could allow extended recording times, higher bitrate workflows, and perhaps even 8K video capture, though it's likely Sony will limit ultra-high resolutions to avoid cannibalizing its flagship cinema line. More plausible expectations include 4K at 120p without crop, 4K at 240p with a manageable crop, and full 10-bit 4:2:2 recording across modes. This combination would be long overdue for creators seeking professional-level video in a compact hybrid body. Thermal performance is another focal point. Leaks suggest that Sony is aggressively testing heat dissipation for extended, cinema-grade recording sessions. This would position the Sony A7S IV as a formidable competitor to compact cinema cameras like the FX III II and Panasonic S1H successors, bridging the gap between stills and professional video. The autofocus system is also expected to see major improvements. Developer firmware notes indicate a one-tier AF logic, implying AI-driven subject recognition, enhanced tracking in low-contrast environments, and possibly a new architecture optimized for high-speed action in unpredictable shooting conditions. Essentially, if Sony integrates its flagship autofocus into the A7S IV, the camera could redefine what mirrorless cameras are capable of for documentary, wildlife, and hybrid shooting. Another topic of speculation is the global shutter. While a full global shutter remains unlikely due to power and cost constraints, multiple rumors suggest Sony might implement a near-global solution that dramatically reduces rolling shutter. Even a partial improvement would be significant for handheld shooters, gimbal operators, and action videographers. Design updates are also part of the conversation. Leaks describe a slightly thicker body, larger passive cooling system, and deeper grip, a first for the S line, which has historically prioritized compactness over comfort. These changes suggest Sony is leaning into the notion that professional creators prioritize reliability and ergonomics over minimal form factor. Putting all these leaks together, it's clear the Sony A7S IV is generating a lot of heat, both literally and figuratively. The competitive landscape is tougher than ever. Canon has made strides in low-light video performance with the R5 Mark II and is rumored to be preparing a new EOS R1X with serious video capabilities. Even mid-range models like the R6 Mark III have proven Canon can deliver stable, long-duration 4K recording. Panasonic is making waves too, with improved color science, autofocus, and aggressive pricing, making the Lumix S1H successor serious competition for hybrid creators. Nikon's Z series has evolved rapidly, with cameras like the Z6 III and Z8 demonstrating strong video performance, impressive heat management, and flexible codec options. Sony's biggest challenge, however, may come from itself. Its own cinema line, including the FX III II and upcoming FX6 II, sets a high bar. The Sony A7S IV must offer compelling features without overshadowing these dedicated cinema models. Striking this balance is critical. The S line must feel like a meaningful upgrade for hybrid creators while maintaining clear differentiation from Sony's high-end cine cameras. Beyond traditional competition, smartphones are increasingly encroaching on casual video creators. Devices like the iPhone Pro Max, Sony Xperia Pro models, and flagship Android phones now offer excellent dynamic range, computational video features, and portability. mirrorless cameras need to provide tangible advantages, superior optics, lens flexibility, and low-light performance to justify their existence in this market. The Sony A7S IV isn't just a camera release. It's a statement. For years, Sony has been the benchmark for mirrorless video performance, but competitors have caught up. Recent releases from Canon, Panasonic, Nikon, and even Fujifilm have pushed innovation and challenged Sony's dominance. Creators now have choices, and many openly admit they might switch systems if Sony doesn't deliver something extraordinary. This pressure isn't because Sony is underperforming, it's because expectations are impossibly high. When a company sets industry standards, every new release is judged against a legacy of excellence. The A7S IV isn't allowed to be merely good, it must be exceptional. Sony's silence has only amplified anticipation. While delays can frustrate the community, they may also indicate deliberate strategy. By carefully preparing a disruptive update, Sony could ensure the wait feels justified and deliver a product that genuinely resets the standard. Every rumor, leak, and prototype sighting is being analyzed and dissected by eager fans, creating an almost electric atmosphere surrounding the S line's next chapter. The anticipated improvements, sensor upgrades, AI-powered autofocus, enhanced thermals, higher frame rates, and deeper ergonomics, are positioning the Sony A7S IV as more than a refresh. It could redefine the hybrid mirrorless category, bridging the gap between stills and cinematic video in ways the original A7S only hinted at. The S-line's history of secrecy has made each reveal meaningful, and expectations for the A7S IV reflect years of accumulated anticipation. Ultimately, the Sony A7S IV is a pivotal moment for Sony. It represents an opportunity to reclaim the excitement and innovation that once defined the S series. For hybrid creators, videographers, and photographers who have long relied on Sony's low-light supremacy, the A7S IV could be the tool that restores confidence, delivers new capabilities, and elevates their creative potential. It's not just about megapixels or frame rates, it's about reliability, versatility, and performance that feels revolutionary. As we move closer to the anticipated release, the Sony A7S IV is more than just a camera, it's a symbol of the challenges and opportunities facing Sony in 2026. The hybrid market is evolving rapidly, competition is fierce, and expectations have never been higher. Yet, if Sony executes well, the A7S IV has the potential to redefine mirrorless video performance once again, just as the original A7S did nearly a decade ago. In short, the Sony A7S IV is shaping up to be one of the most important and highly anticipated cameras of the year. Every rumor, leak, and whispered speculation points to a camera that could reset industry expectations and reaffirm Sony's position as a leader in hybrid mirrorless innovation. For creators, it isn't just a camera, they're watching the future of S-line technology unfold before their eyes, and if the whispers are true, the A7S IV might just deliver the kind of game-changing performance the industry has been waiting for.